Jill, how are you? I have a kind of a unique approach here to this video. Anyway, uh, this is the pole that I own. It's a black diamond. You'll probably be sorry by the end of this that you asked me to talk about poles. But anyway, I have them set fairly long, 140 centimeters. And don't forget the rubber stopper if you're going to pull inside. But my judgment was that if you have some pain, you might need to take some weight off as you're walking. And that's what I did when I had my hip surgery, hip replacement. And that's what I'm going to show you. Just one thing today. That's it. And then you got to practice, and then I'll give you another little lesson tomorrow. Anyway, you want to be able to put as much weight on these poles as you can. Therefore, you have to grip them properly. So your hand goes up through and comes right down and holds just like that. Now the reason for that, as opposed to this, which a lot of people do, as opposed to this, which a lot of people do, is that you've got to be able to exert lots of pressure, downward pressure on your poles, and not have to grip the pole tightly. In fact, you don't even have to grip the pole at all. Anyway, you know all that. Now the reason why these poles are so long is that my hands are held up near my center of gravity of my upper body, and I can put a lot of weight on these poles. And you see my muscular system and skeletal system is holding it up, as opposed to the length that they tell you to hold the poles is 90 degrees with your elbow. Now that your poles are out here or in here, you can't put nearly as much weight on that. Try it on a scale. Stand on a scale, hold them one way, then hold them the other, and see how you do the best. Just stand on the scale and you'll reduce your weight. Anyway, so I'm just going to show you one thing. This is the technique that I helped my friend get out of the woods. He hurt his knee, and I gave him this instruction. I lengthened the poles for him so that they were up here, and I said, you step just like crutches, and you take as much weight as you can off of that foot, then step again, and then repeat that. That's called a two-step double. That's my dance step. You step, take as much weight off as possible. Now notice the poles and the foot come down at the same time, just like on crutches. Now when you put weight on the poles, there's two ways of doing it. Number one is to just put your body weight on it. Number two is to... My smart glasses have a limit of 3 minutes, so it's shut off. But what I wanted to say at the end was that you use an ab crunch to add weight to those poles to get the weight off your hip. And lastly, the way I do it is pretend that I have a hurt ankle and I use it just like crutches. But don't forget to do it with both feet. You want to get in the habit of stepping and exerting as much force as you can and remove as much weight as you can from either one of the 2 feet. Many other pole steps come after this one, but this is really the prerequisite to all of them.